Hello guys, and welcome again in a new video in Python. I am Altaf, and in this video guys, I'm gonna talk about two main things. But before, if you haven't watched the first video about Python, please make sure to go on watch it because it's a very important sort of catch up with us here. So in the last video, I have answered some of the most common questions about Python. Can I earn money with it? What is Python? Is it easy? And so many other questions. So please go ahead and watch that video so you sort of understand what we're going to do right now in this video. But before we dig into it, if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, please smash that subscribe button, guys. Smash! That way you're gonna help me and you're gonna help yourself too, because you're gonna stay updated about my new videos. So please,
by order of the Peaky Blinders,
smash that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys stay updated about all the new videos. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So guys, as you have seen in the thumbnail, well, that was a pretty hooking thumbnail, isn't it? Anyways, now today's video we're going to talk about the printing function in Python plus a bonus one, which is comments. So we are going to talk about printing functions and comments. So first thing first, let's get into it. So okay, I have catch up here. The printing, what are the comments? Okay, now we're going to focus on three main things here: the definition of comments, why and when we use comments, and how to use them. Very simply, let's give it a little bit of background here. Well, comments are actually a combination of words, sentences, or even phrases that are not going to be executed in your Python script. Well, you write them in your Python, but then they're not going to be printed or executed, nothing. Some people are going to ask me like, hey, what the hell are you talking about, mate? If you are not going to use them, if they are not going to be executed, so what are you talking about? Well, let's see why and when we use comments, right? So there are different reasons why we use comments. We can use comments, for example, to explain a Python code line. Here it's written with coding. This is like a mistake. Okay, we should say code line. Anyways, for example, let's say, for example, you have written like a script of Python that contains 100 lines, and then you want to hand over your project into another programmer so he can read it, and then you're afraid that in that Python script there are some certain lines that guy is not going to understand. So what you do actually is you write a comment above the Python or the code line or inside of it. So you kind of explain what that code line means. That's one usage of comments. Second reason why we could use comments is to give extra information about something, to explain a code or a line or a function. Also, you could use comment to prevent a line from being executed. Like, for example, if you have like a print function and you don't want to use it, you just want to see it, just meant for readability, what you can do actually is you can use the special characters of comments, so you sort of prevent that line from being executed in your, for example, code editor, right? This is an image that demonstrates comments. So here, guys, there are two types of comments you should take into consideration. This is the first type is what we call the single line comment. The second type is the multiple line comments. What you should consider here you should listen very carefully in this point. When there are different ways of executing or writing a comment. The first way is actually to, let me change the color here. Okay, the first way is by writing the hash character here. You see, we have the hash character. This is the hash character. And then what we want to be commenting here. But bear in mind, if you are using the hash character, words should stick to one line. Don't skip the line and go here. As you can see, all of this line is red, right? The red line here, or the comment, is written in one line. You cannot write, for example, a line under a line or a line above a line. You can't do that. Why? Because using here the hash character. If you want to do that, then what you should really consider is using the upper dots here. So it opens with the 3 upper dots and it closes with 3 upper dots, right? Well, these upper dots and these one are totally the same, whether you write, for example, like single upper dot or like double upper dot, like in here. Both are the same. So we use these, for example, these ones, we use them to write like multiple comments. Like, for example, you could skip the line and you could write, for example, like comment above 1 or comment under 1, and it's totally normal. So these are a type of comments. Now we have demonstrated what comments are and how to use them and what types. So you either use the hash character, this one, or you use the upper dots, this one. Now let's go into Visual Studio Code and let's see actually how that will work in our code editor. I'm actually, by the way, using Visual Studio Code. If you don't have Visual Studio Code, please, I have the link below in the description box. Just hit the link. It's going to take you directly to their official website so you can download it. I've already created a file here. If you don't know how to create a file, all you have to do, go to File here, click on File, and go to New File, click on it, and then again go to File and Save As. Like, for example, I've already created a file, but just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to tell you how to do it. You can just, for example, name it whatever you want to name. I've already created a file called test, so this one is going to be test2. What you should really bear in mind right now, look, if you want Visual Studio Code to understand that what you are writing is actually a Python script, then you have to name your file, and when you finish naming your file, you have to write .py, referring to Python. If you don't write that, then the Visual Studio Code is not going to understand that what you're doing is actually creating a Python file. So always remember, all your files extensions should end with the .py, and you can just hit enter. Another way of creating a file in Visual Studio Code is actually using a shortcut keyboard. I have to press on Control and N, right? And then the file automatically opens, and then all you have to do is go again to File and save it as. Okay, save it as, and that's it. Your file is going to be ready. I'm not going to open a file, I already have one. So let's get into it. As I had said before, to create a single line comment, we use the hash character, and then you write whatever you want to say. Let's say, for example, hello Python. Now, if I run this code, I go here and run the code. As you can see, nothing happens here. Absolutely nothing. Let's demonstrate how it works. As you can see, guys, here, nothing happens. It's empty. Why? Because this is a comment. A comment is not meant to be executed. It's only meant for readability. Well, this is the first type of comment. Let's do the second type of comments. And as you can see here, if I run the code, nothing happens because this is another type of comments. The other way of doing it is writing the double upper dot. And whatever I write in here, I can skip the line. Okay, these two are the same, whether you write like a one single upper dots or the double upper dots, they are both the same. If I run the program again, nothing happens. So basically, these are the two types of comments in Python. So again, we have the first type here. We have the first type, number 1, and we have the second type here. The second type always opens and closes with the upper dots. However, the first type, it always starts with a hash character. And yes, that's it. Let's close this. And let's now talk about comments. Right, about print function. Let's close it. Let's give it a little bit of definition, and then we're going to demonstrate how to write the print function in Python. Okay. The print function is actually, or print function of Python, here's how it goes. First, to create a print function in Python, your Python code should start with print, which is this one. Look at the word print. The word print should be written correctly. If it's not written correctly, the Python script is, or there's going to be an error in your Python script. So it starts with print, and then followed by a double round bracket or parentheses. And then inside these parentheses, we have the dots, or the upper dots. And then whatever is written inside the upper dots is going to be printed in your terminal. How to do that? Well, actually, let's go to our Visual Studio Code. Okay, and see how it works. So to write a print function, all you have to do is the word print plus round brackets, close and open with brackets, round brackets or parentheses, and inside of these parentheses you have to write like double dots, upper dots, or this one. Whatever you write is totally the same. Now, for example, if I write like hello Python, let's okay, let us see here. Let's execute the Python code. This is what's going to happen. And as you can see, guys, here, hello Python, right? Hello Python. Here it is. See? Just as we have written here in this one. Again, let's write something else. Let's change this. Let's use the double upper dots. This one. Let's say this time, hello in my Python world. Let's run this. As you can see again, okay, it's not written correctly. It doesn't matter. Hello in my Python code. As you can see, the word, the sentence has been printed here. Hello Python world, hello Python world, whatever it is. Okay, I've made a mistake here. I should write the E letter sound, but I just forgot it. Anyways, so that's actually how you can write comment. Let's now combine the both. This right here, a comment. And for example, I'm going to explain what this code here means. This line prints the hello message, right? So let's run this again, and as you can see here, it prints the hello in my Python world, but then the comments is not printed because this is a comment. It's not meant to be printed. And that's it, guys, for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you haven't subscribed, please smash the subscribe button and that ring bell as well. So that's it for today's video. See you soon, guys, and stay tuned.